Hey guys, welcome. I got the contract for a new apartment. This right here will be history in a couple of weeks. And I'm extremely proud because I've made all of this myself. I achieved from being a completely broke musician like 2-3 years ago, being screwed by my management, to actually making it and like having a normal life like everyone else that is my age. A lot of people here on this channel always ask me how I make my money, how I got there, what kind of steps were involved, what are my sources of income. I'll try to clarify all of that in today's video. Let you know why it's impossible to make money with music. It really is. But I will also give you all of the tips, hints, and steps involved how to still pull it off. So let me head over to the studio, get this video started, and answer all of your questions. Welcome to the harbor. It's a beautiful day right here in front of my studio. Yes, this entire building, I'm really proud of it because it hasn't been like this for a long time. I had only like a tiny studio. This right here used to be my studio, just one room, 2 speakers, a couch, and that was it. And it was in reality way smaller than it looks like on this picture. And I honestly barely could afford it. And there was this one point that helped me to just switch and make everything work. And now I got this huge studio with a DJ setup, nice speakers, chill out room, the kitchen, the office, small vocal booth, and the B studio. And all of that is mine. I'm extremely proud of it, like really extremely proud. This is way more I've ever imagined to make with my music. And I hate it when people on YouTube say I have rich parents or anything like that, or someone else would give me the money or have another source of income. I don't. Everything you see in these daily DJ and producer vlogs, that's what I do. There's nothing that I'm hiding. It's not even possible if you do something daily. And like, I don't have any sponsors or like rich parents that give me money. This is all my own. Yes, sometimes my girlfriend has to lend me a couple hundred, but she usually gets them back within a couple of days. So I'm happy that it's actually working this way because it wasn't always like that. Just 2.5 years ago, my management screwed me really hard. They were basically not doing anything for me. I relied on them. And that was like the point where I like thought to myself, either I now start doing everything myself 100%, or I will fail with reaching my dream and making this full time. So the first step was actually making sure to have more income sources. Because if you just rely on the music, just making music, just producing music, singing, recording the guitar, releasing that, and waiting for the money, you will not succeed. It's impossible. No one is doing that. Like even Ed Sheeran, like one of the best-selling artists on the planet, yes, he makes around 200,000 euros per month just with his streams on Spotify, but still, it's just maybe 5% of his income. I mean, the music is just a business card. Hey, that's me. That's my sound. I'm cool. I'm a cool brand. And with that kind of business card, you can then start making money indirectly with other stuff. I think nowadays, as a musician, you have to be a brand, at the same time an influencer. You have to do your socials because you're judged by your social media, by your Instagram, Facebook account, by your Spotify plays. All of this plays a huge role, maybe even more than the music. I mean, if you make good quality music, that's fine, that's nice, that's the first step, the most important, it's the key. But then everything else is up to all of the things that surround you as an artist. So since so many people ask, let me give you a run through all of the income sources I established in the past 2 years to pay for this entire studio, make this place worth it, and get money back from actually having this space available around me. Because this new studio is a huge key, and the old studio most of it wouldn't be possible. So number one is definitely my music. It still makes the most. And with my music, I mean all of the sales on Spotify, Apple Music, and all other streaming platforms. Plus all of the music that I've produced in the past as a ghost producer. I'm still getting shares. That's not much, but it still is money for something I've done maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And I don't have to do anything anymore, like really passive income. Then of course the royalties, I get by the royalty collecting company every couple of months money. I don't really know what they're doing. I don't really know like what for and which kind of song. I just get it. I register all of my songs with them and they just pay me. Then there's of course this YouTube channel. It makes way less than some people might think. If you calculate my hourly wage for doing every day a video, it's really, really low. It's like not even half minimum wage. So I could actually make more money if I would stop making these videos, but I just enjoy making them. I love just capturing my day, share it with you. It motivates me a lot. And of course, it also creates indirect opportunities for me. So due to building up a following, whenever I have a release, I can share it with you. And then the things that have to do with the new studio, we rent out the studio. So if you're interested, you can rent it for a day, for a couple of hours. I even started employing people that help me because I don't have that much fun sitting here with someone and recording vocals. I just want to focus on my own music, and that's what I do 100%. So the guys are just taking care of DJ courses, music production courses, vocal recording, producing, vocal editing, mastering, and all these kind of things. And like that studio, it pays the rent and makes even extra. It's like right underneath of my music, the second biggest income source for me. So I'm really happy that I was so crazy actually to rent it, because actually it was first intended to have like 2 people here in the studio, like 2 people sharing it. I was looking for a partner, but all of them were like canceling last second. And then I had the option to take the studio with like the amazing view and a lot of rooms for a very inexpensive price and risk it, or just leave it. I of course took it, and it somehow worked out. And at the end, these rooms give me the possibility to make even more. So it was definitely worth it. Then there is merch, which doesn't do it doesn't do anything for me basically, because we get stuff sent back and then it's like costs on us. So it's not worth it, at least not for now. For other artists, it's like one of the biggest parts. Like if you're a huge superstar artist touring the world, merch is like a big part of your income. For me, it's more sample packs. It's a digital download, so we don't have to ship it around, and there is nothing that is being sent back. So if you're interested, by the way, I just released a new sample pack a couple of days ago. Link down below in the description. And another source, definitely gigs. For me at the moment, not. I stopped touring at the beginning of this year, but I will hopefully go back to touring in a couple of months. And then for other artists, another source might be just doing like advertisement, being the face of a TV ad campaign, TV spot, Facebook advertisement. That's actually where the big money is at. If you're like a real superstar and just your face being in that video has a value to that brand, they will pay you a lot. And also for video sponsors, video like placements of products in those videos, you can make a lot of money, or at least finance the video. But that's not the case for me, at least not for now. Maybe next year we'll do the first John Sine music video, hopefully. Then on the cost side is of course like paying for the equipment, but all of it was already paid like a year ago, so that's fine. Then the studio rent, again, it's fairly low. I was really lucky getting this place because no one else is interested in it, because it's like awkwardly positioned and right in the industrial harbor. But I love it. I can be as loud as I want. I mean, there's nothing around us. There is no supermarket within like the next 10 minutes of driving. So for me, it's perfect. For any other business, this is a real pain. And then I got people employed, like one guy almost full-time, another one is doing like an internship, and then we got more interns here and there depending on the situation. Some people come in here to do special courses whenever someone wants to learn a DAW that I don't know anything about, or anyone else here in the studio. And that's basically it. Those are all of the things that make up my income. Everything you see here on this channel is supported by doing these kind of things. And yeah, it's somehow working. Like, luckily, I don't really precisely know how, and I'm still broke every single month because I'm just spending it on gear. But I don't have to worry anymore that much about like paying rent. Like, it's covered. I don't have to worry about like my friends are going out to have a couple of beers and I'm like, I really can't because I don't have the money. So this time is over, which is like the best part. Everything from here on out is just like an added bonus. So all in all, that's why I think it's impossible to make money with your music, just your music. If you think very narrow-minded and think like just making the music and finding a label and they release it, that will make up all of your income, you're honestly just stupid nowadays. It just doesn't work this way anymore. And also back in the days, this was never the only income source. Back then, a lot of artists got screwed by labels. Nowadays, you can do everything yourself. By the way, speaking of label, I don't know if I mentioned the label, but I also have like a label. That label also makes a little bit of money. We have some artists and like release music, promote it. So that's also another way to make an income. And like, just do your stuff. Try to do everything yourself until you reach a point where you can't, then employ people. And if you reach another point where you have like a small hit or something like a track that moves something for you, then maybe a management might approach you, a big label might approach you. And from there on out, it might be easier, but be careful, they might actually screw you. That's at least what happened to me, and that's how I ended up here. But yeah. Like 2.5 years full of struggle, but finally I got to a point where I'm absolutely happy and everything is working. So good luck with your music career. Keep on grinding, keep on pushing, and do everything possible to make money, even if it's indirect. You'll just need it to support yourself and be able to just sit in your studio, sit at home in your home studio and make music as much as possible, as good as possible. I wish you a whole lot of luck. We'll see us tomorrow back again here in the studio. Sign out.
I lock up and keep down